If you got some green algae or mold that's growing on your house, particularly your siding, and you're ready to get that clean, there are options out there. We're going to discuss some of those options in a little bit. We're going to be focusing on getting that clean here in this section with pool chlorine. So in this video, we're going to be taking pool chlorine and we're going to be filling this up just with the pool chlorine and spraying it on up here and getting this part of the house clean. Will it work? Is this going to be right for you? We're going to find out, so stay tuned. So if you want to be part of the family here, click that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss another one of our videos when we upload it. Plenty of good content. We have lots of videos coming up. So in this video, we're going to be taking pool chlorine and we're going to be filling this up just with the pool chlorine. Another word for it is bleach when you're referring to it as a household chemical. Now there is a difference between bleach and pool chlorine. Both of them have the same thing. It's sodium hypochlorite. The difference is how strong it is. Bleach has around 3 to 6% range, and the pool chlorine is much higher at 10 to 12.5% of the sodium hypochlorite. Now, if you have a container to get pool chlorine, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, you can go to your local pool store and you can buy a container that comes in a 2.5 gallon container. It's reusable and they'll fill it up with chlorine. Of course, that's an additional charge. Here in Orlando, Florida, that pool chlorine is going to cost you around $9.30 for 2.5 gallons. Comment down below how much you pay for pool chlorine where you live. So it'd be interesting to see what that would cost other places. If you took that cost and broke it down to a gallon cost, the easy way is just split the price in half. Now I know it's a 2.5 gallon, but to keep it simple, the cost would be $4.65 a gallon. Not bad, right? Walmart sells pool chlorine. I'm sure you've seen it. It's called Pool Essentials. 1 gallon bottle here in Orlando, Florida, at the time of making this video is $5.64. It's about 10% sodium hypochlorite, which is bleach. It's about the same as the pool store. If you wanted to just do that, you could. Pool store, you're gonna save $1. Both would be fine to do this job, but you're probably going to need a little bit more bleach maybe for this job if you don't use the chlorine, as the bleach is not as strong. I'm going to fill this 64-ounce bottle. It is empty now. I'm going to fill it up with just pool chlorine. This is the 2.5 container I'm talking about. We're just going to pour this directly in there, and we're not going to put any water because this is going to dilute itself. So we're going to see, will it get all this stuff clean behind me? We know that this does a great job if you just want to pick this up. I made a video for that. I'll leave a link right here. You can go check that video out. I also made a video for this and a pump sprayer if you want to check that video out for cleaning this type of stuff too. So with this information, you'll kind of have a nice understanding if this actually works to do this, and are they the same results? I'm kind of curious. Aren't you curious to see? So let's get started. So let's take the lid off here. Now you can use a funnel if you want. I'm just going to pour it in there. I think it's going to be fine. So we filled this up with just straight bleach. Now we have to get our water hose and hook it up here. Since we used our water hose at another location, we got to go get it. What a mess this is. This is one of those flex hoses. I do like it. It holds up well in the heat, but it has some issues. This is a water hose gasket, so I'm just squishing that in there. When I put this together, it's going to keep it from leaking. And I will leave a link in the description that you can go check these out. Comes in a pack. They're really cheap to buy, so this may be something you want to get. Make sure it's nice and tight. Let's turn it on. That seemed to do the trick. Now there's no more leaking. That's what we need it, because you'd be surprised how many times you really need that. Your water hose, you know, sometimes they get old and you need to replace those. You have clean, you have rinse, which is just regular water, and you have off. Once I go to clean, water's bleach. I'm gonna start rushing out. Let's start. Now this is full of just bleach. Now this is straight bleach. It's going to be a lot harsher chemical than the 64 cleaner in itself. Just want to make sure I get everything as good as I can and then let it sit for about 3 minutes and we'll spray it off. If you don't get it really good, you're gonna have an issue and wonder why didn't it work. So I want to make sure I get it really good and I don't have that problem and I'm not wondering why didn't it work. So I'm hoping it's going to work. We don't want to let it dry if we can help it. It's going to be hard not to let it dry though. Okay, so far it's sprayed out really good. This has always been my biggest complaint. I said this in my other video. The suction kind of sucks itself in. I may get another one of these and see if I get the same result and why it does that. But for the most part, we're gonna let this sit 3 minutes. We're gonna come back and spray it off. So far, I feel like it's worked. Has anything changed colors yet? I don't know, being that it's such a strong bleach. This wasn't the best comparison because it didn't have as much grime. I'm gonna do another video on the vinyl fence and I'm gonna see what those results look like using the bleach as well. And I also have a small Greenworks 1700 pressure washer. Small, you can carry it around. And I've used that for different parts of my house. This would be another area you could use that on. It's just harder to reach. I'll leave that link right here. You can go click on that link and check out that video. More updated videos on that will be coming up. If you don't have a pressure washer, using something like this is very handy. It helps to get up high, otherwise it would be hard. I did another video right here with the 1 gallon pump sprayer. That shows a little bit more challenging situation than just using this. We'll see with this refilled with straight bleach, pool chlorine, how well this is gonna clean. All right, so I've probably talked every bit of 3 minutes now. We are going to spray it off. I switched it out for my other nozzle for this. This is a pretty good streamer too. Maybe this shoots a little bit better than that other one. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We got it done. But you can see, I mean, it got clean. It did. It really did. It got clean. I still see some little tiny spots, but it did work. And that's the main thing. Does it work? Yes, it works. Do I like it? No, I do not. This is a lot more work, kind of messy. You could be carrying bleach to your car and it spill out on your clothes and you ruin your clothes. So these are all things you have to take in consideration. 30-second cleaner, I don't ever worry about it with my clothes. I don't wear my newer clothes. Obviously I wear some older clothes, but still, I don't worry about it. I haven't gotten bleach on anything to ruin it. I just like that product. The way they execute it is just a really nice product. I've tried other things and they just don't work. This worked out great. If you want to use this, that's fine, but I don't prefer to do it this way, and I wouldn't do this again this way. In a pinch, maybe. I made this video so that you can determine what's best for you, and if this is something that you would use, Do you want to refill the 64 ounce, or do you want to get a pump sprayer and use that? I've left you options of checking out other videos on the 64 cleaner and using the pump sprayer. You can check out both those videos and some links that I left also in the description down below, and you form your own opinion what you think is going to work best for you. For me, I'm going to stick to the 64 ounce 30-second cleaner. It's a matter of hooking it to the hose, turning it on, spraying it, waiting, let it clean itself, spray it off, put the hose away, put everything back, and you're done, and it's clean. So that's my thoughts on this. I'll leave you with another great video. Just click on the link right here on your screen, and then we'll see you in the next one.